because it's all about expanding capacity. You don't have more because you don't have greater capacity yet. We got to keep increasing our capacity to be able to handle more, or else God can't bless us with more. We want to gear your mind towards 2026. And one of the thoughts that I want to just give to you guys as we go into it, I want to share with you guys and have a little dialogue on the 4 lies that men tell themselves that keeps them stuck in sameness, and they never see the transformation that needs to take place in their life to increase their capacity to really fulfill their divine destiny for God. 4 lies that keeps you stuck, keeps you in prison, so you can expand your capacity, because it's all about expanding capacity. And once you don't have more because you don't have greater capacity yet. We got to keep increasing our capacity to be able to handle more, or else God can't bless us with more if our capacity is small. He can only take us to the place of our capacity. So he's constantly wanting us to increase our capacity. Well, that can't happen because transformation can't happen in lies. Transformation can only happen in truth. And inside of truth, that's where the power of God is released and change happens in our life. So I just wanted to outline these 4 lies real quick. And if you got a piece of paper, you guys write these down, or put these in the Dangerous Coalition book if you want to, because at the heart of our code, right, is tell yourself the truth. And so lie number 1 is, I don't lie. The biggest lie we tell ourselves is that we don't lie. Oh, I never lie. I always tell the truth. Well, you know what? We'd sometimes think we're telling the truth all the time, but a lot of times we don't always tell the truth. Lie that we tell is we keep lying to ourselves a lot. And even though we think we're telling ourselves the truth, so many times, if you really search it out, you really begin to find, you know what, I do lie to myself a lot. I tell myself stuff that my head tells my heart stuff that's not really, that's my head, it's not my heart. And what I'm doing is I'm actually lying. I'm lying to myself. So I want you to think about this, like, get past the thing, I'm Mr. Goody Two-Shoes and I never lie. And the real truth is, we all lie. And even if it's like little tiny lies, we lie. Right? So think about that. Lie number 2 is, I'm fine. I'm okay. That's a big lie we all buy into. Why? Because as men, we have big egos, right? We want to project to everybody that everything's fine. So we have these 4 domains of our life: our spiritual life, our physical life, our relational life, and our financial life. I guarantee you there's one of those 4 areas that one of you are struggling really hard on. It's like you're not winning in at least one of the 4, and maybe several of the 4. But do you understand that just telling yourself you're fine all the time is not good? At some point, I believe in affirmations, positive affirmations, but I also believe in negative affirmations. Meaning, when you tell yourself you're losing, you need to listen to yourself. You probably are. And that's really yourself telling yourself the truth. I'm losing financially. I'm losing physically. My belly keeps getting bigger. I got to tell myself the truth. I'm getting flabbier, right? It's like You can't just ignore and say, oh, I'm blessed, I'm highly favored, I'm blessed of the Lord. Okay, all right, slow down, brother. Slow down, brother. I'm with you. But going around saying you're fine when these 4 areas are in bad shape is a lie. And you got to tell yourself the truth and come back and say, okay, because here's the thing, all 4 of these areas we can fix. But you can't fix nothing that you keep saying is fine. So we gotta kind of get out of this. Oh, everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm okay, and just say it's not okay. No, right now, I'm really sucking in this area. My wife, my kids, my family, and relationally, I look at my relationships. I don't like the people I'm hanging around. My physical body, I don't like it. I'm not spending time with God. I'm missing out. I'm rushing off to work. I'm rushing off to this, and I'm not taking quiet time to listen to God, hear what he's got to say. I missed it a little bit. I'm a little off there. Telling ourselves the truth about our finances, like not burying it under the rug and just ignoring it and thinking it's going to change. First lie, I don't lie. Second lie, I'm fine. I'm okay. Third lie is this: I can do life on my own. Boy, that's a big lie. That's a lie so many guys believe. I mean, you guys on here, I mean, you're here uh because you feel like you can't do life alone, or else you wouldn't be here at 7 o'clock at night. You're tired, you worked all day. Um, but the whole lie, we can always creep into that, right? Like, I got this. When you understand how to work systems and you have a system that's working. I remember coming to the place that says I can make money, I don't even need God. I had the thought in my head. I just had the thought. Like, and I thought, oh my, I can't believe I even thought that. Now I know none of you guys have ever done that, but I'm just telling on myself. I had the thought. I thought, wow, you know what? I got this so down. I, I don't even need God. That's a dangerous place to be. But that's where the lie of self-sufficiency. I don't need God. And then the other level is I don't need my brothers. I don't need this coalition. I don't need these guys around me to help me.
Ever feel like something's just off? Your body's slipping, your marriage is strained, and your income is stalled, and no one around you can push you to win. It's not your fault. You're just hanging out in the wrong circles. Ecclesiastes says, pity a man who walks alone, because if he falls, he's in trouble. So I'm inviting you into the Dangerous Coalition, an elite brotherhood for high-achieving men ready to dominate in every domain in life. Join me at dangerouscoalition.com and watch where God takes you in the days to come. It'll be more than you ever thought possible. Godspeed, my friend.
What is that? That's a thing of saying I don't need this. I don't need other brothers. I don't need this fellowship together with guys. And then the other thing is, right, like you say, and we can say, oh, I don't lie about that. Well, the other thing is, like, I don't need a coach. That's the whole self-sufficiency. Like, I can push myself, at the gym. My trainer gets so mad. People drop off and they drop off, and they always tell him, oh, I can start working out on my own now. He's like, they can't. It's such a stupid statement. He gets so frustrated. I'm like, no, I got you, bro. Because even at the gym, I tell him, I said, I know I need you. I got to have you. Because I will only go so far. You make me do more than what I really want to do every single time I'm in here. And I'll be like, oh, I'm done. I can't do anymore. He'll be like, go do this, go do that. I'm like, oh man, seriously, dude. And yeah, that's beyond saying I'm doing the difficult. I'm doing it difficult. I'm doing it difficult. Go do 2 more of those things over there. I'm like, we got to look at our lives and say, do I have a coach? Do I really have somebody? Or else I'm practicing self-sufficiency. And then line number 4, I think this is a big one for going into the new year. They lie about what they want. This is big amongst men. Because I think when we're children, when we're young, right? We want nice things when we're kids. I mean, there's a reason why they have Hot Wheels. There's a reason why young boys want the Hot Wheels with the big engines coming out of them. and they want the race cars, and remember, we all had them, right? How many of you guys had Hot Wheels? Like, we all love Hot Wheels, man. Why? Because there's something inside of all of us that we want awesome things. We want cool stuff. And what does religion do, guys? Religion, not God. Because God's like, you can have it all. Religion puts the restriction on you. The culture puts the restriction on you, not God. And then you put the restriction on you. And that's what happens. It's like, I see it so many times. One of my favorite things I like to do, I haven't done it for a while, probably need to do it, is jumping in my Corvette and just driving down to Clearwater Beach and just cruising back along the water. I take the big drive from Clearwater Beach all the way down to St. Pete, back on the back roads, and with my top down. I just love it. And it never fails. You'll see a father and a couple sons, and they'll be walking down the road, and the young boys will be out there, you know, like man, like their faces are beaming. And the father, what do you think the father does? His actions. He holds his head down on the ground. Like he's communicating, I'll never have that. And what he's telling himself is lies, isn't he? I don't want one of those. I'll never have one of those. The desire for increase, the desire to prosper, the desire to become rich is called ambition. And the culture today, even the church culture, sadly, because the church has become like the world. Minimalist in thinking in the world, minimalist thinking in the church. Led by minimalist pastors, not all of them, but many of them. Minimalist living, minimalist thinking. And we have to tell ourselves the truth, because I don't care what man you are, when you see a really nice car, if you really tell yourself the truth and get out of the stupid lies, you really want that nice car. And God doesn't have a single ounce of problem with you having it. So as we go into the new year, tell yourself the truth about these areas. I do lie. There's areas in my life right now that's not fine. And therefore, I got a challenge to fix this area. And then I can't do life by myself. I need this brotherhood more now than ever. And you don't experience a transformation that's required, that's needed. And then, what do I really want?
So you want to be a king? Well, being a king isn't about your ego. It's about serving your brothers. Because real leaders don't just sit there while their brothers suffer in silence. You've got guys in your circle in bad marriages, broke as a joke, drifting spiritually, and letting their bodies go. You know who they are. You probably thought of a few as I was saying that. So here's your next move. Hit the share and get 5 of them to join this men's movement. Because if you're really a king, you won't just rise alone, you'll bring your brothers with you.